hope this Friday the 13th didn't bring any bad luck to anyone in the market, but it certainly brought some bad luck for me. Thankfully, not in terms of profits or losses, but actually being able to log into my account. I kept getting a message this morning that read, quote, "This should be working, but something's gone wrong. Please try again soon." And in square brackets, I guess the error code was 500 and it said generic. So I did not make any plays today. Also, I've been extremely busy with other projects and will likely remain busy. So I won't be posting any stock pick videos for a while unless I find the time to do the research. However, I will be posting recaps and the weekly lessons. Regardless, you'll be notified if you're following me on StockTwits or you've subscribed to this channel. So let's begin with this week's lesson. Candlesticks and other chart types. Just as a reminder, the key things I want you to take away from these slides are in red. The rest is there for your information. Now, when looking at different chart types, I find them analogous to different languages. There are languages that we might not even be aware of, or that doesn't even mean anything to us. And there are languages that most people are familiar with that is universal. So with each chart type that we cover in the next few slides, I've decided to assign a language to each, and hopefully these analogies will give you a better sense of their significance or relevance. The first one on our list is the line chart. Please avoid placing trades solely based on this type of chart. I find that there is no predictability whatsoever, and odds are that the trades you place based on this type of chart, you will lose. I find that this just keeps record of the price action that's already occurred, but in terms of its ability to predict where the price is likely to be headed, it doesn't do a very good job. So notice how the word avoid is in red, so yeah, feel free to avoid it. And of course, you might be wondering why there's a picture of an alien here in a UFO. It's there because this language, that if this were to be assigned a language, it would be some sort of alien language that no one's on Earth is able to interpret. Next on our list is the point and figure chart, or the P&F. For this chart type, I've decided to assign it the Egyptian hieroglyphics. And you'll see why for yourself once we take ourselves over on to stockcharts.com. If we were to click on this right here, this is what a P&F chart looks like. And now a little side note, if we go back here, stockcharts.com is actually a favorite site of mine. I tend to frequent the site quite often. They provide free charting, and of course I think you can also add on additional features for a certain price of some kind. And now the third chart type is the open high low close chart, or the OHLC. Now, the difference between this chart and the next one on our list is Candlestick, is that this one has no body. And if we go ahead and dive right into Candlestick charts, notice that this is the only chart type that I have in red, and a candlestick is comprised of a body, which is this part right here, and an upper or lower tail, wick, or shadow, and these three terms can be used interchangeably. They all mean the same thing. So for instance, this candle right here has a body and a lower wick. This one right here actually has both an upper and a lower wick. However, it almost doesn't even have a body. And each specific candlestick that you see here can be described by one of these terms that you see all in red. So I recommend that you familiarize with yourself, or even commit to memory, how each of these terms look like in a graphical depiction. And of course, what gives this chart type a greater predictability of the price action relative to the other chart types is dependent on which and where each particular candlestick forms. Now, if I were to assign a language to the candlestick chart, it would be analogous to a universal language, such as English or Mandarin or something along the lines. And the previous example or chart type, the OHLC, would be equivalent to a small village or a sect of some kind language, because it's only a small group that prefers reading the price action without a body. And so, in summary of lesson 2, feel free to ask yourself the following questions. What is the correlation between predictability and profitability in trading? And what chart type should I be using? And of course, as always, thanks for watching. Feel free to hit like and subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments or questions down below. And of course, I'll also be leaving any resources that we discussed down in the description below.